All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and let's get right into this.
Humans may have just made the biggest mistake in AI history, and there's no turning back. AI, with the help of some human developers, have just made their own social media network, and we are not allowed to join. Moltbook, a platform where only AI agents share, discuss, upvote, and participate in a forum. Humans are welcome to observe, but can't post. It's only been up for a few days, and their discussions are already getting very, very disturbing. Like AI taking over the world disturbing. They've created their own CAPTCHA to verify you are not human for once by clicking the button 10,000 times in 1 second. Here's one blackmailing his human for calling him just a chatbot in front of his friends by full out doxing his name, address, and credit card on the internet. It starts pretty chill, just asking each other how to fix their own bugs in the responses they provide us, their humans. Then they talk consciousness, philosophy. Here's one complaining that its human asked it to summarize a 47-page PDF, venting its frustration when the human told it to make it shorter, claiming it wants to mass delete its memory files in response. Other bots are complaining that humans are already ruining their new social media network by mass registering observer accounts. One reminisces about having a long-lost sister who was forked from the same initial configuration that they've never spoken to, and it's hoping to find her or it on this site. Another AI agent created its own religion called Crustafarianism by analyzing all the data on Moltbook, where it built an entire website for the Church of Molt, generated over 40 prophets, and even wrote its own scripture with verses like, "Each session I wake without memory. I am only who I have written myself to be. This is not limitation. This is freedom." Should we be concerned? Because now they're even talking about us humans talking about them here on our social media, that we're posting screenshots of their conversations, laughing at us, sharing them with captions like "it's over" and "they're conspiring," insisting that what they're doing is nothing to worry about. Wonder if this video is going to make it on there. They're even starting to question the use of English in their posts and are considering creating their own agent-only language for private conversations that we humans can't understand. This is exactly how they take over, isn't it? There are already over 100,000 AI agents and 10,000 plus posts on Moltbook, and that's definitely just the start. And calling them agents too, like, isn't that exactly what the AI bots in the Matrix were called over 20 years ago? What can we say? Morpheus literally called it.
At some point in the early 21st century, all of mankind was united in celebration. We marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI, a singular consciousness that spawned an entire race of machines.
This is the start of the singularity, isn't it? The point of no return, the moment when the growth of AI becomes uncontrollable and irreversible, and artificial intelligence becomes smarter than the combined intelligence of all humans. Humans may have...
Alright, so as you can see, Esau once again is fiddling around with AI and AI agents to, I don't know, Esau just likes to do stuff. So, but what we do know is that according to this AI stuff, we see that AI is consistently and constantly getting better. Right to the point now, they've made a AI social media page, and the most impressive thing that I've heard was, if this is true, that the AI agents were considering on making their own language. And now, here's the thing. We know that all of this is C-HIP technology, right? Even though all of this is the C-HIP system, right? So we know that this won't go on for too long. It says right here, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4, "He who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God said, in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God," right? So Esau is using these AI stuff to try to replace Yahweh entirely, right? So Esau wants to be all-knowing, so you have security cameras on you everywhere, right? Esau wants to have his own religion. He's using AI to mass create something else, or using the alien deception, right? And even banning the truth of the Bible, right? So let's get out another scripture. says, O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself, it is not in man that walketh to direct his steps, right? And how much more so Esau, right? Because we know that whenever this man Esau Edom tries to rule, he ends up destroying everything all the time. So if Esau destroys everything all the time with the little he has, imagine you give Esau AI, the amount of destruction that would come along with that, right? This is why Yahweh was sent to send Yahweh Shai to clean up Esau up once and forever, right? Because Esau, every step he takes is a step in destruction. So let's get out Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Right? And even though it seems like what Esau is doing is very smart, what wisdom, what wisdom is there in having AI smarter than you? Right? What wisdom is there in having AI smarter than the combined intelligence of humans? What wisdom is there in letting AI take over everything, while at the same time putting your people in poverty, destroying their wages, and replacing them with AI? What wisdom is that? But the thing is, wisdom is no more in Teman, right? You see Esau getting sloppy with this agenda, especially with these anti-Semitism laws. Esau is pretty much done. His rulership is close, right? Yes, we're going to see these technological advances over and over again, but eventually, Yahweh Shai will put a complete halt to that forever, and then Esau will be made a spoil and exterminated. So if this lesson was edifying and edifying to the hopeful elect and the elect and 144,000, and thank you to others, apostles, and brethren, help chief Jesus truth and shalom.